Magic.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Another episode of Mad Magic, and we're kind of really pissed off, and we're not going to take it anymore. Today on the show, we will be talking about this new set booster bullshit. Play boosters now, bye-bye draft boosters. But don't worry, it was all done for you. Only you. The sacrifices that Wizards of the Coast and Cynthia Williams is willing to do for you all, well, it knows no bounds. Right, Thallid? So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, God. And mouthing off.
The only bounds are your wallet. But that's
right.
cool.
Yeah, that's it. Knows no bounds in your wallet. I'm going to mouth off about another website today, too. Fair warning, it might be a bit unfair. But not MTG Stocks. Thank you again. We love you. We love you so much. If you were a hot babe, we would have asked you to the sock hop in the 8th grade.
We would do weird stuff together.
MTGstocks.com. We would do weird stuff together.
Weird.
Yeah. All right. So one to buy, one to ditch. And then I want to get into our main topic. We really want to talk about these new play boosters. I got to keep getting the name right. And what some of that stuff means. Look, you may have read the articles, you heard about it, it's been going on for a minute, but there's some additional thoughts that we think we can bring to this conversation. But first, Mr. J. Thallid, please tell me what amazing card that I love that I need to sell and get out of my collection.
Dude, I don't want to talk about the first card to sell. You know how much of a positive fucking guy I am.
So
I want to talk about the card that you want to buy.
Okay. What is the card to buy?
So I am such a positive guy that I'm going to say that the card that everyone should be buying right now is a random card from the original Legend set.
I like it.
One of the Four Horsemen set, Acid Rain.
What?
The reason that I like Acid Rain, 3 colorless and a blue, destroy all forests, sorcery, right?
Yeah.
It's got some cool art. It's a reserveless card. I recommend picking up a version that is a BGS 9 or BGS 9.5. This card is something that Wizards of the Coast is trying to stay away from.
Wow.
And it is at a fraction of its all-time high.
Yeah, I got all-time high here. About a little over $350. This was, well, when everything was really high, right? May 31st, 2021. If I zoomed in on this, maybe it would be a little bit more. But then now, to your point,
I've seen BGS copies on eBay for less than $100 of a BGS 9s.
All right. So, I'll grab one of these cards. Now, go ahead, break my heart. Tell me what I should sell.
This might surprise some people, but I think Edgar Markov is probably the number one card right now to sell.
He's so good.
He's amazing. He's one of the best commanders in the commander format, even in CEDH. He's certainly the best vampire commander. 3 a black, white, and red, and he has eminence. Whenever you cast another vampire spell, if he's in your command zone, you create a 1/1 black vampire token. People rarely cast, if you're playing Edgar Markov, you rarely cast him from your command zone. He stays
right.
Right? But the fact is that this was printed in Commander 2017, and the only other printing is a Judge printing that was this past year, and because of that, it's a pretty rare card.
Now, what's interesting about, I'm looking here again on NTG Stocks, which weird stuff we would do together. It's still in like 100 and something, right? So, all-time high was, like 120-ish. And I guess that's the point. So this is something now, do people trust you, Thallid, to sell this card when it is? Because you are thinking reprint alert, right?
Yeah, there's 100% chance. I would bet the life of my great grandmother that this card would be reprinted within the next few months. I mean,
and by the way, Thallid's great grandmother, also hot. Okay, please continue.
She's not as hot as, well, like, she's kind of like a Megan Fox hot. But what I'm saying is that this card is definitely going to see a reprint. It's going to see multiple reprints. Everybody knows that Wizard of the Coast analyzes the secondary market, and it's...
No, they don't. They're not allowed to do that.
It's blatantly obvious that they analyze the secondary
so they 100% do that then, even though they say they don't. So they're lying through their fucking teeth. Okay. Just want to get, I'm clear now, because I wasn't before. I totally believe them without question.
Yeah, I if Edgar Markov doesn't appear in a set that is relevant to vampires, or isn't reprinted in a secret layer within the next 6 to 12 months, I would be absolutely and utterly shocked.
And if they don't reprint it and you sold all your cards, Thallid will buy them again and ship those to you free to each person who sold their card. So it's risk-free. It's risk-free to sell it, right?
It's absolutely risk-free, because I'll sign them too.
Yeah. And it's risk-free to sell heroin. So our main topic tonight is the announcement from Wizards about these play boosters. And when Thallid and I were talking about this, I'm like, so what are all the changes? And we were like, you know what? We read about it. We don't even know. So let's get into this. This is what the changes are. So I found this article on draftism.com. I'm going to start reading through this really fast, but stay with me. Set boosters to be with Zendikar Rising 2020 with the promise of players being able to pull higher value, more sought after cards compared to the lower value cards and draft boosters. This is from draftism.com. So for the past 3 years, each set expansion has separated into set boosters and draft boosters, not to mention Thrown a Little Drain introduced the collector booster pack 2019. These three types of packs in the market have made it more difficult for new players to choose which packs to start building their collections. Yeah, no shit. Enter the play boosters. These packs will be replacing set and draft boosters in 2024, while collectors boosters will stick around. While what are these boosters all about anyway? When exactly in 2024 will they debut? So what the fuck are they? So what they are is play boosters combine the fun opening experience that comes with cracking a set booster pack, while also offering a limited experience, that has been a play tradition for many years for Magic players. These are the new booster packs that'll replace the set boosters and draft boosters to make it easier for players to choose what to purchase and solve inventory issues for smaller stores. As a side note, Draftism, this shit reads like you're a fucking shill for Wizards of the fucking Coast. Okay? And let's just get that out of the way. Yeah, what the absolute fuck is this? So, okay, so there's that part, which we'll get past, but I'm like, are you serious right now? Okay, so then what comes in a play booster? There are 15 total slots in a play booster, broken down as follows: slots 1 through 6,
14
1 through 6 are
actual, 14 actual cards, I believe.
right, 15 total quote unquote slots.
One
Yeah, I
is
got
a token.
1 through 6 are commons. Slot 7 is another common with a 1/8 chance, 1 in 8 chance of being a card from any rarity from the list. So I guess that sounds like there's going to be a partial. You could get an extra rare, but you're going to have a whack at every single rare. Like they're going to only let some of them be wild cards.
It destroys the skill factor completely that was related to drafting Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Okay. So slots 8 through 10, so 8, 9, 10 are 3 uncommons. Slot 11 is a rare slash mythic, your normal rare from the pack. Slot 12 is a non-foiled wild card, which can be any card from the set, right? So it could be a common, rare, mythic. Slot 13 is a foil wide. Oh, right. So that's the non-foil. Then slot 13 is a foil wild card, which means every pack includes a foil. Slot 14 is a basic land. Slot 15 is an add token, art card, or helper card. So really it's 13 cards. So now there's these 2 wild cards, which could be anything. And we don't know the ratios yet, but I guess, what we could do, Thalid, is we could buy a shit fuck ton of these and open them all and then do a bunch of numbers on it. And then we'll only have to spend thousands of dollars of our hard-earned money again, and then we get some statistics. Sounds like a great idea. Moving on with draftism, why do play boosters only have 14 cards? You know what? I'm going to not read this paragraph. Let me ask you, Thalid. Why do play boosters only have 14 cards?
Because it's cheaper to produce 14 than 15. And the thing is that I believe the 15th card is either an art card or it's a token card. And like it totally fucking destroys the draft format because everyone who opens a play booster pack is given different odds, right?
Right.
So like if you're sitting around an 8-person table like you used to at a draft booster tournament and one person opens a pack that has 4 rares, they have 4 rares to select from. The other 7 people might only have 2 rares to select from, or 2 rares and 1 mythic, and it totally destroys the skill factor relevant to the draft booster format, which was the most skill intensive format related to Magic the Gathering.
But hold on a minute, though. But to be fair, this could allow Hasbro to earn more money, though, in the short term. So doesn't that just make it all worthwhile then?
Oh, yeah, all that matters is money.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Okay. Play boosters only have 14 cards because that's the number that Wizard figured would work best in maintaining the booster opening experience while still allowing players to draft with them. So, Thalid, let me ask you now. Was there some big outcry going on that said, damn it, we need one less card. My pack opening experience is destroyed and you got to do something immediately?
Booster draft is you open a pack, there's 15 cards in a pack, you draft the pack, and you pass to the right. The next pack that you open after those 15 cards are gone, you pass to the left.
Mm-hmm.
The next pack after those 15 cards are gone, you pass to the right.
Yeah.
And there is so much strategy involved in that process.
Oh, God. How many rares are in a play booster? There are 4 slots in the booster. that could contain a rare. So I guess in theory, let's see here. When opening a play booster, you're guaranteed at least one normal rare and a 1 in 7 chance of pulling a mythic. Both wildcard slots and the list that they're calling have a chance to be additional rares. Packs with 2 rares will be somewhat frequent. Packs with 3 rares will be fairly infrequent. And packs with 4 rares won't come up often. It's a weird turn of phrase, isn't it? Fairly infrequent.
Yeah, it's something like I seen the odds. It was something. It was less than. It was about 1%.
I got some math here. So it goes on to say that all this boils down to Mr. Fairly Infrequently. This is 37% of boosters will have 2 rares, 4% will have three rares, and less than 1% will have all 4 of the rares. This means that around 58% of boosters will have a single rare in them. That gives us an average of 1.5.
Like there's 8 people on a table. What if you're the guy that doesn't know shit about Magic and isn't very good at it, but you're the guy that opens 4 rares? Like, that is a completely and utterly unfair advantage related to the person that knows how to play Magic the Gathering and knows how to draft Magic the Gathering.
No, the game is easy now. They got rid of mana burn several years ago, so that fixed everything. And only 1.56% of all play boosters will feature a rare or mythic card from the list, or, and I like this, special guests cards. The list or a special guests card. So, like, I guess it's the fucking Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. So the special guest cards.
Not really sure what that means, but
right. The special guest cards are new, highly sought after cards that'll make their first appearance in the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, which is set to release on November 17, 2023. They're trying to say this is going to balance stuff out. And that was something back in the day was about balance, balance, balance. And this is what we're seeing creep in now from Cynthia Williams. She came from, where did Cynthia Williams come from, Thalen?
Oh, well, she came from previously Xbox.
Oh, but before that.
Before she came from Xbox, she came from Philip Morris. So she's been at 2 companies. At Xbox, she was the person responsible for creating, you know what I'm talking about, loot boxes.
Loot boxes!
At Philip Morris, I'm sure anyone listening knows what the fuck Philip Morris is.
Yeah, they
tobacco.
Yes.
Like she's creating, like she's manifesting addictions in different manners. And she's really good at it. Hey, I give it up to her. In 3 to 4 years, she's going to be on to another company and she's going to be making more money creating or manifesting more addictions.
Yeah, bye all of us. Enjoy your Williams, Cynthia, your millions, Cynthia Williams, or should we call her Cynthia Billions, right? Enjoy your billions, Cynthia Billions. So yes, she peddles addiction, and that's what it is. Highly sought after cards that'll be super rare. Blah blah blah. We're all gonna have to go, try to chase them down. But what I see that is basically the massive turd in a punch bowl and draft and sealed. Because whoever starts yanking those things in these large tournaments, they're going to get these OP cards, right? And it's going to change the whole thing. And then it's not going to be, or it's always mostly about skill, but that is going to start to turn into an X factor that for years Wizards was trying to avoid. Okay, so Thalen, on top of all that stuff that we just went over with this, any additional thoughts about how this is going to change the game, hurt the game, make the game better?
I think the most skill-intensive format in Magic the Gathering is the booster draft format. And I think that altering the booster draft format with play boosters that have the ability to have 4 or more rares per pack will destroy that. And I think Magic will ultimately change. And as a result of eliminating booster draft boxes, there will be other games that will be able to seize the market share of Magic the Gathering's market share, such as Flesh and Blood, and Lorcana.
There's also a Kickstarter card game that is popping up on eBay because its title is Alpha something. So now when I'm searching for Magic the Gathering Alpha cards, it is now littered with with all these sets of this other card game. Yeah. And then if I can ask all of you, watching us here, thank you. Because, we're idiots who think we're really smart. So thank you for tuning in. But let me ask you about Magic the Gathering. If all of your cards at most were worth $3 for a single card, and that was all they all were ever going to be worth, do you still like the game the way you like the game now? Ask yourself that, because that is where this is heading.
Right. Ask yourself, do you want game pieces? Do you want simply game pieces? Or do you want a collectible card game?
Yep.
Because you either want Monopoly or you want Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I know. And I know what I want. That's to date Megan Fox. But listen, along the lines here, I know that I want it to be a collectible card game. And we'll see. On one of our shows come up, we're going to start talking about the quarterly earnings report from Hasbro. And I promise I will make this interesting because I think it is, using a medieval term, a portent for things to come of what is going on. So that's our show, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. You're going to start seeing some more short hits from us out there. Please subscribe and likes. And if you have any topics that you'd like us to discuss, scream and yell at and curse at, repeat that, please.
Like Jennifer Aniston's butthole.
If you would like us to talk about that for 9 minutes, let us know in the comments, and we'll get to work on that. And give us your name, and we'll actually reference you and thank you for the great idea. We're really enjoying doing this, everybody. Thank you for the initial support that we've had. This is a whole lot of fun. We promise to be even shittier as time goes on.
Magic.